3 reasons why I shouldn't buy you a drink.
I'm sorry I'm late. You look beautiful. Why are you still standing here? Walk away. Walk away. I looked over and you looked like you needed a little help.
Shine bright like a diamond.
No man in your life?
Not anymore.
Shine bright like a diamond.
It shouldn't be so hard.
You're right.
It's simple.
Why does the stalker always take the cat or the pet? Why does he always immediately go for that?
You know, I guess he could take the best friend, but that'd probably be a lot of work.
Yeah, it would be.
You know what I mean?
Much heavier.
It's easier to just keep the cat around. You know what I mean?
Well, what happens if there is no pet? Do you just immediately go to the best friend?
That's a good question. We need to see that in another movie.
He goes into the house. He's looking for the pet. No, there's no pet.
I'm gonna take the best friend instead. Why not? Yeah. Then we have misery. Then we have a whole different thing. Yeah.
Well, I'm interested. What would you do in particular situations like that happens in this movie? So, what would you do if you found someone hiding under your bed, sleeping potentially?
My goodness. Definitely call the police right away. You know, it's. I'd probably lose my bed frame and just put the bed on the floor. I'd get locks on my closets. You know, I'd probably sue my security company. You know what I mean? Like, it'd be a number of things I would probably do, yeah.
What if the police were like, oh, you can handle this stalker situation yourself. You know, you can do it.
You know, if the police said that, I'd probably listen to them. You know what I mean? I mean,
Sure.
I think there's ways to handle things outside of the police.
How would you handle it?
You know, you find people who have records and aren't afraid to go back, you know, and you get them to just kind of hang out. You know what I mean?
People like myself.
Kind of hang out and, you know, make sure that you can, you know, find that kind of, you know, find that person or that intruder and make sure that they get dealt with.
This could be used against you potentially, this interview.
Well, you know, it's just, I disassociate myself from all comments made legally. But you know, it is interesting to try and work with the police on a case like this because their hands are tied to a certain extent with what they can do.
Did you do any research with the police on this?
You'll find out that a lot of this stuff is kind of true, and that the police, like, just because you come to the police and say this person is stalking me, they're like, okay, here's the problem. Now we have to build the case. Even though you've seen various examples, we now have to build a case against that person before we can actually deal with them. So the way it happens in the movie is pretty close to real life.
I'm interested, do you have a most traumatic film memory, film horror, thriller memory?
From
yourself,
my history of watching film?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm more into like the sexual things, like like betrayal.
Sure.
You know, like when like a wife steps out on her husband and stuff. Like I look at that and I start twitching. You know what I mean? So that was probably more visceral for me than like blood and guts.
Would you mind if I take a picture of this car?
Maybe ask my boyfriend when he gets out. It was like a switch went off.